Hello everyone, welcome to Big Spirit Guidance. Welcome all of you that are new and all of you returning today to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. And if you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading or messages reading with me, you can book one through the Etsy shop or the coffee shop. Both are linked down below. So in today's reading, we are going to tune into the classic theme that we have ongoing for each month. And we're going to be tuning into your person's most recent thoughts and also going into their point of view to channel from their first person perspective. So first of all, for each group, we're going to look into their most recent thoughts and then get into channeled messages from your person's point of view. There is also an extended 18 plus tarot reading connected to this one, in which we're tuning into their 18 plus most recent thoughts and more sexual, erotic, spicy, channeled messages for you, again, from their first person perspective. The extended 18 plus tarot reading is linked below and you can find it on Patreon. So yeah, check it out. The link is down below. So for each group, we have group number 1, forgiveness and the sun in Pisces energy. For group number 2, we have harmony and we have the Venus symbol representing group number 2. And for group number 3, we have romanticism here and the Neptune symbol representing you, group number 3. If any of you want to tune into the 18 plus reading on its own, you can do that as well. Just wanted to mention that. It can be listened to individually if you just want to tune into that. So yeah, pause the video right now if you want to take some more time, and I'll see all of you in your chosen groups. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the forgiveness card with the sun in Pisces energy over here for today's reading on the topic of your person's most recent thoughts and channeled messages from their first person perspective. So we're first going to tune into their most recent thoughts and then get into channeled messages from a person's perspective. There is also an extended 18 plus tarot reading connected to this one, in which we're tuning into their 18 plus most recent thoughts and sexual spicy channeled messages. In case you want to check that out, the link is down below on Patreon. You can find it. It is also a reading that can be listened to individually. In case you want to just listen to more of a spicy version, you can do that as well. Okay, so let's see here what wants to show up for you guys today. So with forgiveness, right? With forgiveness and the overall energy here of this person, I feel like they are most recently thinking about release. They are thinking about healing and letting go of resentment. So those are the main topics, let's say, that are on their mind. This person may be processing past events and reacting to what has happened between the two of you in the past from a place of compassion. So they're approaching you from a very compassionate space. They're approaching themselves or doing their best to approach themselves from a very compassionate place. They're even like compassionately viewing the situation, just trying to see things in a very human perspective. So the emotional burdens that this person may have been carrying are becoming lighter for them, or they are just experiencing things being lighter overall. They're experiencing a state of lightness. They are reflecting on topics such as what needs to be forgiven to move forward. And they're considering potentially making an apology or just accepting the situation overall. It does depend on your situation. So in case you guys have had a fight or if there has been tension, between the two of you, this person is likely thinking about an apology or just kind of inviting more acceptance into your situation. So recently, they feel like they've been just like ruminating about what has gone on between the two of you, what has happened. They have gained some clarity after confusion, and they do have warmer feelings towards you now and towards the situation overall. This person overall wants things to be clear. They want happiness rather than conflict. And they are recognizing the good that exists within your situation, within your relationship. So the person's thoughts about you most recently are also likely occurring more on an emotional or even subconscious level than through direct like processing with the Pisces energy here. I feel like Pisces can, of course, indicate intuition, like emotional depth. This person having dreams about you that they end up thinking about later on throughout the day. And it also does indicate that there is a spiritual connection that they are aware of, at least subconsciously. They are thinking about you though with a lot of compassion. They're thinking about your relationship through some quiet spiritual reflection. Spiritual for whatever it means to this person, you know, and feeling a connection that isn't easily expressed with words. So much of what is happening mentally is also connected to a deep emotional and intuitive processing. This person is likely not communicating with you a lot currently because the Pisces energy is more like loose, fluid, and kind of introspective, at least like for this particular group. For some of you, again, if you've had a fight, if there's been difficulty in the connection, this person is thinking about reaching out, and they're thinking about asking for forgiveness or bringing in more compassion into your situation, into your relationship. So they are starting to release or releasing what weighed on their heart before, and they're beginning to see things with more warmth and with more clarity. Right now, when it comes to your connection, they are doing their best to listen to their intuition and to just feel things out. They're attending to their feelings mentally as well. So let's see what wants to show up with the tarot. What else wants to be brought into reflection or into this space? We're looking into their most recent thoughts. So their most recent thoughts, please, for group number 1. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands. And let's see what else. Oopsies. Okay, so many. Too many. Let's get 2 more. Okay, this one. We have the Hierophant. Okay, so I'm hearing this is the correct position. This is how it should be because it came out a bit in limbo. So the Hierophant should be in limbo, like in reverse, in upright, both basically. It should be a bit fluid. And let's see what else we have. We have the 8 of Swords reversed. Okay. All right, so let's talk about this. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energies. We have Taurus energies present with Hierophant. Okay, so there's confidence here in their thoughts. With the King of Wands, they have a vision, yes. There is an entrepreneurial energy here, a visionary innovation. So they are thinking about how your relationship or how your connection could become more stable if it's not stable yet. If it is already stable, they're thinking about how to make it even more stable, make it even more, I'm hearing compact for some reason. So how to create stability long term is what they're thinking about. If they're not, already in a relationship with you, they may be thinking about taking charge of their life, pursuing what they want, and embodying more maturity and leadership in their own life so that they can foster that in the relationship with you as well. There is an energy here of wanting to act rather than simply feel. They are, however, currently in the energy of healing, and feeling. So healing and feeling. But they're wanting to move out of that and step into more action, act in a more confident manner. The Ten of Pentacles just really, this strong shift of focus towards stability. So their thoughts most recently revolve around lasting security, creating more security in their everyday life. Their thoughts revolve around family, legacy, building something meaningful. And their thoughts are also connected to whether a connection with you has long-term potential and what kind of long-term potential that is on their mind. With the Hierophant, this is interesting because this is not saying necessarily like a marriage or the two of you getting together in a very traditional sense. So they are not thinking about you casually, is what the Ten of Pentacles is saying. This is not fleeting or casual energy. It's about permanence and what endures. Yet, with the Hierophant in kind of limbo, this suggests that there's uncertainty around commitment in this person's head, or uncertainty around tradition, or following the expected path commitment-wise, or, in terms of connection, in terms of relationships, following the expected societal path of get together, hang out, learn more about each other, live together, get married, or get married, live together, have kids. They don't want that. They don't want that kind of like expected path. So I feel like this person, like, again, in relation to you, in relation to this connection, they're asking themselves, what is the right thing for them? What is the right thing for this connection? What is the right thing for both of you? They're asking themselves, what's the right thing to do? They are asking themselves, should they commit? Should they wait? Should they do something else entirely? They're asking, do they follow their heart or what they believe they should do? So there's like a pausing here when it comes to commitment, when it comes to making like more stable action. They're undecided what type of commitment they would want or what type of relationship they would want with you, but they are sure that they want something long-term and solid and stable with you. And they still feel like they need to ask for forgiveness, or they need to accept the situation between the two of you as it is right now. They're also saying that they're sorry for how they've treated you, if they've been unfair, or if they've hurt you without really knowing it, that they're sorry for that. I'm hearing them say that sometimes they're clumsy. So I'm hearing them say that sometimes they are clumsy with other people's feelings. They do not want to be. They are just sometimes too direct, or forget. They forget that they should have responded. They forget that they should have responded differently or said something more, you know. Or they may respond in their head and don't respond like physically. So they are mindful of that. I'm hearing they live a lot in their own head as well. So that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. At least right now, you know, recently this person's been living a lot in their head. And I'm also hearing from Spirit that that has made connection difficult or more difficult. Now, the Eight of Swords reversed is here as well. This is a very powerful card because it's a card of like a mental release, you know, releasing assumptions, releasing anything that's holding you back, anything that's like, grabbing you, or anything that you may be assuming, judging, believing about yourself or about others. So this person is moving out of fear. They are moving out of overthinking, and they're moving out of feeling trapped or making themselves feel trapped because they believe X, Y, Z about themselves or about the world or about someone else. So their most recent thoughts seem to end with them like gaining perspective and recognizing that they have more freedom and more options available than they first believed possible. So this person is like, I know what I want. I want stability. I'm thinking about stability. I'm thinking about the future. I want comfort in the future. I want a legacy. And I want people in my life who will help me build something stable and solid. That's what they're sure of. The Hierophant Limbo energy is they're still figuring out what the right course of action is in terms of commitment. And the Eight of Swords reversed is saying, I'm beginning to free myself from limiting beliefs. I'm beginning to free myself from hesitations. There's also a sense that they're beginning to free themselves from assumptions that they have taken on from other people without reflecting on them. So that's like a powerful move. Alrighty, so let's see what wants to show up, you guys, for the channeled messages now. So we're going to move into the channeled realm. So let's connect to your person, starting off. So connecting to group number one's person. You're welcome. So they're kind of like a bit hesitant to come in. Like there's this kind of feeling of someone shuffling to come in. Let's see, what do you want to talk about? Group number one's person. What's on your mind? Let's see. Whoops. Okay, so we have two cards. All right, so we have the Page of Swords. Just put this here. Can you guys see? Yes, you can see. Beautiful. And then we have the Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers are maybe nude. I'm not sure. So the Lovers, we have to like censor this with something. I'm just going to get something. All right, so we got it. We got a little twisted ladybug on top of the Lovers. Whoopsies. I'm not sure if that's like counting as nudity, but I don't want YouTube to flag this video, so we're just going to keep it here. There's clarity around the heart emerging. So let's see what else. So what else is on this person's mind? What else do you want to talk about? Group number one's person. Okay, this one, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. What else? This one, we have the Knight of Wands. Passion is strong here. The passion is strong with this one, you guys. It's a Star Wars reference coming through. The Four of Wands showing up as well. Okay. So there's justice on the bottom. It is in the reversed position though. That's interesting. This person could be really struggling with something at this point. Just move you guys down a little bit to the side so that everything is in frame. There we go. Okay. So let's talk about this. So these cards that we use, these Van Gogh tarot cards, they're very kind of floppy. So I don't think they're going to be standing, but I want them to, yeah, just they end up moving the way that they want to. Okay, so let's connect to your person fully now. There's going to be a brief pause as I connect to their energy, and then we're going to start channeling from their first person perspective. So yeah, let's go. Let's connect to group number one's person fully. Okay, welcome. I really don't know where to begin. I've been ruminating a lot is what I can say, but right now I'm not thinking about anything solid, you know? Nothing like really solid is in my mind right now. I don't know what to say. Like, I've been watching, I've been thinking, I've been trying to understand. I've been thinking about what's best for me to do, given, you know, the situation. There are things I still kind of wonder about, you know, wonder about you. I have questions that I don't know how to ask, that I haven't asked yet, but questions I also like really don't know how to ask you. But they're like feelings in me that I want to ask about, but I don't know how. Because I'm not fully clear on what these feelings even are in me. Gosh, I don't know if that makes sense to you at all. I feel like that's just like such a weird sentence to say to someone. But maybe you're gonna get it. I'm not sure though. Like, I feel like I'm just hard to understand right now. And I get that. If you're feeling like I'm hard to understand, I get that and I understand that. So no hard feelings. Because I'm also struggling to express myself. So there's things I wonder about, things about myself, about my own feelings towards you, about how to like handle things and how to make sense of things. There are like these weird emotions that I'm having that aren't really love, but that aren't really just platonic appreciation. They're kind of mix of it all. Like this deep appreciation for you is present in me, and I want to be able to talk about this, but I also don't know how to talk about this. So just weird. It's just weird for me, you know. A part of me is curious about what's going on with you. Where are you at, girl? Like, where are you at? What's been happening? What are you thinking? What are you thinking about this relationship? You know, how do you experience it? I'm wondering these things. I'm wondering if you are angry at me as well. Like, are you upset at something? Like, I'm just not sure. Like, where do we stand with each other? You know? Like, what I want to say is that I do have some clarity about our relationship, what exists, but what it's so hard to talk about, but I feel something, right? What exists between us doesn't feel insignificant to me. And I want you to know that. And I want you to know that I also don't know shit. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know shit, you know, like whether it's a lesson, whether it's choices that we need to make or something deeper. Whatever it is, the connection that I have to you, it has made and it's making an impact on me still. And I keep coming back to this kind of crossroads that I don't even know what, like, I don't even know what it's about, you know, like, I know I'm kind of sounding like someone who doesn't have a clue, doesn't know anything, you know, I know I'm kind of sounding weird right now, and maybe you don't fully understand me, and I get that and understand that. Like, the connection that I have to it is making an impact though. I'm seeing signs. I feel like it's lucky. I feel lucky that I know you. You know, it feels good to know you. It feels like it's good luck. I feel like it's good luck that I know you. And I don't know how else to explain it. But I do feel like I'm at a crossroads, but I don't know what exactly I'm at the crossroads about. Like, what am I choosing between? I don't know what the fork in the road is, but I feel like there's something that it should be choosing. I know everything that I do in life is asking me to choose something, you know. I'm always choosing, we are always choosing something, but I can't shake the feeling that with you it's something deeper. And honestly, like, you may feel like I'm just kind of talking out of my ass right now, and that's fine. I fully get that. And if you're like frustrated with me right now, I fully get that as well. I understand that you may be frustrated with me because I'm talking just, I am kind of trying to make sense of my feelings, you know. I'm trying to make sense of what is going on inside of me. And I don't have like the correct words or the vocabulary to really express that to you right now, but I'm trying to like point to it and hoping that you get it, at least intuitively, somehow understand it, you know. And it's also cool if you don't, you know, it's cool. I won't hold against you, you know, in any way. So like, I'm learning to see things more openly, more clearly now. I'm a bit annoyed. My clarity is taking me a while, or it's taking a while to come. I'm also trying to separate emotions from truth instead of letting my emotions become the truth. So I'm also trying to figure out, like, what is your perspective on this? How does your perspective differ from my own, you know, to get like a more objective view of what's going on, not just connect from my own emotions, you know. So what I want though is I want honesty. I want to be more honest with you. I want you to be honest with me. Even if it's uncomfortable, you know, like, I want honesty. I'd rather face reality than hide behind assumptions. And I feel a pull towards you. I feel a passionate move towards you. I feel like I want something more. I feel a pull to move instead of wanting to stand still. I don't want my fear or my indecision to keep me stuck. I sometimes want to really reach out to just tell you random stuff that's been happening to me or happening throughout the day. You know, I want to like take a chance on that, or at least stop imagining any outcomes without taking action. Because I'm tired of being stuck between wanting something and just wanting to do it and then doing nothing in the end. And honestly, like, I don't only think about those fleeting, like, let's say casual moments that we have had. I think about belonging and what it would feel like for the two of us to really celebrate each other's presence in our lives, you know, to really appreciate it deeply. I miss the feeling of ease with you. I miss that. I want more of that. I want something that feels like coming home, whether that's with you or even like if I need to find that within myself first, that's fine as well. But I just want to find it. And I also feel like something's still unresolved. Maybe it's unresolved within me, or maybe it's unresolved between us, but something still is unresolved. I can't pretend everything is perfect in my life or everything's perfectly balanced, because it fucking ain't, you know. There are things left unsaid from my perspective, from me at least, you know. And like, again, I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out how to say what is in me and what I'm experiencing accurately. You know, I'm trying to say things accurately. And, you know, any misunderstandings that the two of us have had that were never fully cleared up, those are the things I want to address as well. I'm still trying to understand my role in my own life and in your life, and your role in your own life and in my life, and what really happened, and what really happened between the two of us, but also what's really happening between the two of us right now. I don't want, you know, I don't want the only story to be the story that I'm telling myself, you know? And I've been thinking about you more than I told you, not in the way that I used to think about you, where my mind was full of fears or assumptions before, but I've been thinking about you in a more quiet, more peaceful, more compassionate way lately. I've been observing, I've been reflecting, I've been trying to understand what this connection is. Again, like that's what I keep returning to, and I feel like a broken record, but that's what I keep returning to. I'm sorry if I've hurt you. I'm sorry if I've caused you pain. Forgiveness, of course, isn't saying everything is okay now. And there were moments when my pride or my expectations or even my fears clouded my judgment in the past. And I'm not able to promise that that won't happen again, because I'm human. But I can have more awareness of that now. That's something that I can promise, to put in the work to have more awareness. I know this connection that we have, it is in some ways like asking both of us to choose what's best for us, or what we really want. Not just to choose like each other necessarily, but whether to choose growth over fear, honesty over silence, and healing over staying stuck or like just repeating old wounds or old patterns. But yeah, like the main thing is that something still feels unfinished within me. And again, like that's something that I'm struggling to figure out, you know? Because there are still things I want to tell you, and still things I want to understand. And I don't want games, you know, I don't want mixed signals, I don't want endless guessing. If you have questions that you want to ask me, do ask them. I'm urging you to ask them. because I want something honest. I want honesty. I want things to feel good. I want us to feel more peace with each other again, you know? That's what I want. And yeah, when our paths cross again, when we connect again, I really do want it to happen from a place where we are both more stable within ourselves and more sure of what we want in our lives, you know, more true to ourselves, more authentic. That we're not coming from loneliness, but from clarity of what we need and what we deserve. I want to say that that's my only wish right now. I could speak of wanting you and all that, but I'm not going to do that right now. I don't think it's necessary. So thank you for listening. I want to right the wrongs. If there were wrongs, I want to right them. But also, like, if you have been hurt by me in any way or to any capacity, please let me know. Please let me know if I'm ever screwing up. I will really appreciate it if you call me out on things as well, if I need to be called out on anything, if you feel it fit or necessary. Because sometimes I don't see myself as clearly as, you know, you do or other people do, and I need to be called out. So thank you for that. Thank you for, you know, calling me out in the future and keeping me right. You know, you do keep me right by that. And I do appreciate it, even if it's hard in the moment. So yeah, thank you. Till next time, I'm looking forward to like seeing you in the physical world. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, group number 1's person. Yes, that's all. Wonderful. Yeah. So there's like an energy of a hug if you want it, or the energy like a kiss on the cheek if you want it present, but not necessary if you don't want to take it. This person fully understands. But yeah, that's just an energy with which they left. Okay, so yeah. Let's kind of sum this up a little bit and then close it off. And so there's healing happening for the connection. There's compassion in this person's field, energy field, and in mental field. Emotional clarity is beginning to emerge. This person is doing a lot of mental processing right now, since we do have, you know, the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords. So we have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energies. Then we also have Gemini here with the Lovers. This person does feel a deep connection to you. And like this soul bond is something I feel like they're struggling to make sense of, because they spoke a lot of not knowing how to make sense of this connection. And I feel like they're feeling this connection on a very spiritual, intuitive level. It's kind of very dreamy and yeah, just like very subtle. So I feel like that's why they are struggling to make sense of this. And that's why, you know, they're just like doing their best to put words to their emotions. It's a spiritual bond, spiritual, even psychic connection that they feel to you. But yeah, they're just like really struggling to pinpoint that. So that's something that I just noticed. They do feel a meaningful connection to you, and they know that, and they're aware of that. They are replacing any confusion that was in the past with more discernment right now with the Queen of Swords. And this Knight of Wands really complements the King of Wands as well, because there's an energy of desire to act. So the desire to act is present, though perhaps not yet fully mature or settled. The Four of Wands here does like really resonate with stability that we also had with the Ten of Pentacles there before. So there's an emphasis on wanting harmony, fulfillment, alignment, a sense of belonging. And this person is recognizing that there is a sense of belonging that they feel with you. No matter what the state of your connection is right now, there is a sense of belonging that they do feel with you. Now, justice in the reverse here does suggest that there's unfinished business, like the process between the two of you is not complete yet. There is still an unresolved imbalance here. There are likely unanswered questions, things that need to be discussed, noted, clarified between the two of you. So those issues, if there are any issues, they still need acknowledgement before any true harmony can be reached between the two of you. Yeah. So that is all for today's reading, darlings. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So we're going to move this to the extended reading on Patreon now, where we are tuning into their 18+ most recent thoughts and more sexual, uncensored, spicy channeled messages from, again, their point of view. So if you want to tune into that, the link to Patreon is down below. Thank you so much for joining and being here. If this resonated, let me know in the comments how it was and how it resonated, how it vibed with you guys. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can book one through Etsy or Coffee. On Coffee, I do offer specific like channeled readings available as well if you want channel reading from your person's first person perspective. So yeah, check it out if you want to. If not, see you in the next video or see you on Patreon right now if you want to join us for a more spicy exploration. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tarot insights. And I'm sending you so much love and clarity. See you soon in the next video. Bye. Namaste. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the Harmony card as your card with the Venus symbol over here. So in today's reading, we're going to tune into your person's most recent thoughts and get channeled messages from their first person perspective. There is also an extended 18+ tarot reading connected to this one if you want to check it out. It is posted on Patreon and the link is down below. It can be listened to on its own as well in case you would want to listen to it on its own. So yeah, we're tuning into 18+ most recent thoughts and sexual channeled messages on Patreon if you guys are interested. So yeah, let's see though what wants to show up for this reading here on YouTube now. So we got the Venus. This is making me think Libra rising. It's making me think Taurus rising people, or just like Taurus Venus energies overall. The focus here is on beauty. Wanting to be seen as beautiful is the first thing that's popping out to me. Wanting to be appreciated, being appreciated, appreciating you, you appreciating them. That is on this person's mind. They are recently thinking a lot about peace and affection and attraction and beauty. So how they can be more beautiful to you, how beautiful you are to them. Your traits, your qualities, the things that stand out to them about your physical appearance. Those are all the things that they are reflecting on recently. And they're thinking about how they can have like greater emotional balance and actual harmony in your connection, especially like with the Harmony card here. For those of you who may resonate with that, this person really loves it when you wear your hair up. So when it's like in a ponytail or in a bun, or, you know, when when your hair is kind of like, I don't know, just contained in a way, this person really likes it. They really like it when they can see your bare shoulders as well. And they really like your body, your chest, your curves, or just like your forearms as well. If you're a man, the person on your mind really likes the physique that you have. So I'm hearing, I find you very pretty. And this person is wanting things to feel easier. And they're wanting things to feel more connected rather than conflicted between the two of you. What I'm literally hearing right now is conflict is stressing me out. It's stressing me the F out. So yeah, they just want things to feel good again. So what they've been recently reflecting on is just that they want more harmony. They're wanting harmony instead of tension in the connection with you. They're appreciating your qualities, your physical qualities, your personality, your traits. They really deeply appreciate that. If they've complimented you on something, they are thinking on that, you know, they're just like reflecting on how gorgeous you are, how good you did something. They are remembering positive moments recently between the two of you as well. And they're just thinking about your connection. They're thinking about your relationship and the emotional closeness that either was shared between the two of you or that they want to kind of cultivate and have more of or experience more of in the future. So they're like thinking about hugs and touches or kisses or just, I don't know, like complimenting you again, saying that you did something really well. You know, that's kind of the state of the relationship that this person wants to cultivate. They are also considering how to restore balance and communication with you with kindness and without pressure. And they are thinking about how much they really do like value you, how they value and respect you, and how they want in your relationship to be a lot of mutual respect and understanding. So those are kind of the things that are on their mind. So again, like very Venus qualities, Venus thoughts, you know, like Libra, Taurus kind of thoughts. I'm hearing I could just eat you up. So there's also like an appreciation here, again, like for how you are and how you look and how you operate. Just like you being scrumptious as well as a physical person. Let's see what else. So this person appreciates you. They appreciate your beauty for sure. And they have a desire for comfort and emotional security. So let's see what else has been on their mind. Let's draw a couple more cards and then let's get into some channeled messages from their first person perspective as well. So let's see what's been on their mind most recently. The Ace of Cups. Okay, so whoops, there we go. So the Ace of Cups, love, compassion, new beginning, new emotional beginning, or new emotional beginnings. Oopsies, what do we have? We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so there's also anxiety here connected to this. So for some reason, this person has been feeling a bit more anxious. Let's see why. Why have they been feeling anxious? The Five of Pentacles. Okay, so they don't feel or think themselves to be good enough. Okay. We have the Two of Wands, struggling to make a decision, in limbo. Okay. Let's get one more card, please. Okay, this one. So we have the Three of Pentacles reversed, right? So likely there hasn't been a lot of teamwork or team-based efforts between the two of you. Or that's just something this person's thinking about, how they would prefer to collaborate with you more, but how that has not been available or as available recently. These cards, they just move like wind, you know. So yeah, they won't just stand the way I want them ever. Okay, so let's talk about their most recent feelings. Their most recent thoughts, pardon me. So what they've been thinking about, like with the Ace of Cups, is wanting a new beginning. They're thinking about how they are drawn to you, how they feel the connection, and how they like the feeling of your connection. And they're thinking about love in a way that feels peaceful, balanced, and in a way that is worth nurturing in your relationship and worth cleaning up. The Nine of Swords was like, but it has something on it. So yeah, it's worth cleaning up. It's worth putting an effort to restore, to make it feel good. But the genuine emotional affection is mixed with anxiety and uncertainty and hesitation about how to move forward, right? We have loads of anxiety, messiness here. I'm not good enough. I mess things up always. Like there's a sense of I'm just like not worthy for you here. The Five of Pentacles is saying that as this person's thoughts of themselves. And there's a lot of emotional, emotional distress here. This person they do struggle to talk about it. They really do struggle to talk about it. Okay, so recently, their thoughts have centered on their emotions a lot and on your connection, on your relationship. This person could be going through a process where they are recognizing the affection shared between the two of you more directly, more strongly. They could be missing you very deeply or missing a deeper bond with you. They could be lonely, feeling lonely. And they're wondering about the possibility of an emotional beginning with you. They're also thinking, likely for some of you, how their feelings are becoming more apparent recently. Now, with the Nine of Swords clarified by the Five of Pentacles, this is the heart of the issue. This is the deepest pain this person's going through right now. And it has to do with them thinking about not being worthy, not being good enough, feeling disconnected from you, feeling left out from this connection, feeling rejection already before it's even happened, or fearing rejection in general. They could be regretting something so very deeply that they don't know what to do with themselves and they don't know how to fix it. And they are worrying that the connection isn't where it should be or where they'd like it to be, and they don't know, again, they don't know how to fix it, how to make it better. The Five of Pentacles is reinforcing the energy of emotional distance and feeling as though something is lacking in the connection, like something's not enough. Maybe this person's not enough, or what they have to offer is not enough, or their financial status is not enough. You know, they just don't feel like they have what it takes to give you what they think you deserve. And there's a low confidence here, like a lot of low confidence here, feeling shame, feeling distress. They also are struggling to figure out which path to take in their life right now. They're likely making a decision about something and they're looking ahead, figuring out what to do, but they haven't committed to a direction yet. So they may be weighing options, considering what to do next, or feeling caught between acting and waiting. With the Three of Pentacles reversed here, this just again indicates concerns about whether the relationship can be built through cooperation, through mutual support, through mutual effort, through teamwork. They are wondering that, and they are not sure if that is something that can actually happen. They are also wondering if there has been a misunderstanding between the two of you, if communication has been off recently and why, and whether both of you are even equally invested in the relationship, or even if you do want a team working relationship with them, if you want the two of you to be a team. So this person recently is very worried about where they stand with you and whether this relationship can work out, whether they can manifest harmony with you. They're thinking about what to do next, but they haven't decided yet. And a part of them is wondering whether the two of you are even on the same page, or whether something between the two just is not coming together as it should. And they're stressing out over it because they don't know how to figure it out. And there's a lot of anxiety here, a lot of uncertainty here. So their loving feelings, their compassionate feelings, their appreciation is accompanied by a lot of concerns and doubts about how and whether the connection can develop. So let's look into their channeled messages for you. Let's see what wants to show up. Like I'm getting a lot of love spilling out. Like, I love you, I appreciate you so much, I care about you so much. Please see that. This person wants their love, their appreciation for you to be seen. They may struggle to show it though. So let's see. So group number 2's person, please. Welcome. So they're feeling quite low. They're doing poorly right now. Not gonna lie, like their energy is quite low. Okay, so let's see. What do they want to talk to you about? What do they want to say? We have the King of Swords. So I'm just literally hearing I've been judging myself. I'm hearing I'm such a fool. So they've been quite hard on themselves. Okay, let's see what else. They've also tried to approach things more logically. Again, the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles showing up again. What else do you want to say? Oh, the 9 of Swords. Like literally the same cards showing up. Can't make this up, you guys. Can't fucking make this up. Right, let's see what else. So we have this Emperor, the Emperor or the Caesar in this tarot. We also have this one. We have 2 cards. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles reversed again. Literally, oh my God. I'm like amazed because like 3 cards out of the ones that we already drew are repeat cards. Yeah, wow. That's insane. Okay, so let's talk about this. We have Temperance reversed on the bottom of the deck. So this again, like just adds on to the difficulty this person's been experiencing recently. I can't move the candle. Right, so let's just put this here. So just remembering we have Temperance reversed here as well. Okay. So let's connect to your person's energy fully now. I'm going to start speaking from their first person perspective then, group number 2. So let's see, group number 2's person. Let's see. I've been feeling so unwell. I don't even know, like, I don't even know what to talk about. I don't want you to feel pity for me. I don't want you to feel bad. I don't want you to feel bad for me. My emotions are literally like spilling over. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with myself. Honestly, it's all too much. It's all becoming too much to bear for me right now. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do, how to handle myself right now. It's all just so much to bear, and it's also difficult to me. Like honestly, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm worrying and I'm spiraling. I criticize myself more than I admit, even though I don't want to. I don't want to criticize myself, but I do. I criticize myself more than I admit. I replay conversations. You know, I ask myself whether what I should have done differently, what I should have done differently, what I missed out on, or what I missed about talking to you or connecting to you. Like my emotions just keep like piling over. I don't know how to handle them or how to handle myself. I feel like I came across the wrong way. Or I'm even coming across the wrong way right now. And honestly, I tell myself, be logical, be reasonable. Fucking pull yourself together, man. You know, I tell myself that, but logic isn't helping me stop thinking right now. And what hurts the most is I feel this distance between us. I feel this distance from you. And that eats at me. Whether it's real or something else I've created in my own mind, it feels like there's a gap between us. It feels right. I don't know what to do about us or about this connection. It feels right to let things be for now, because things continue spilling over. Things continue moving for me, and I don't know how to contain my emotions anymore. I feel like I need some type of break or some type of something to stop moving. I feel like I need something to stop moving, but I don't know what that is. I don't like feeling outside the connection. And I feel like it's accurate that I blew out the candle, because it doesn't feel like the candle should be burning for me. Because I don't think I am good enough for you. The candle, I don't think it should be burning, because I don't think I deserve the warmth. And I don't know why I feel that. Because I know, like, ultimately, every single being, every single person deserves the warmth. But I don't think I deserve it. I feel like I screw everything up. Look at that. What am I even doing? Screwing stuff up. I don't like knowing where I stand with you, and I'm too afraid to ask. You know, I'm too afraid to ask you what's going on with us. I'm too afraid to know, because you may be doing so well, and I'm here feeling like crap. And I feel like this situation that we have here without the fire burning just feels more accurate to my own state right now. I'm sorry to be so emotional. I'm sorry that I am making you feel the way that you're feeling right now. It's not that I want you to feel bad for me. You know, I don't want you to feel bad for me at all. I don't want anyone to have pity on me in any way. I feel like that's just unfair. I feel like just my mind won't leave me alone. And it's exhausting. I imagine different outcomes with you. I worry I've ruined something. And I worry you've moved on. I worry I will never have anything with you ever. And I worry that maybe I waited too long or stayed too quiet, and now I've just lost everything and I need to just face what I've lost and deal with it. Everything just feels too overwhelming. My thoughts just don't stop. So yeah, you know what I do? You know what I do, don't you? I do what I always do. I pull myself together, you know, I stay composed. I may not tell you any of this in the physical world. I may not confess this. Because yeah, I pull myself together. I act like I'm fine because that's easier than admitting I care as much as I do and I'm struggling as much as I am. And control feels safer than vulnerability to me. And yeah, that is a problem, I know, but I don't know how to resolve it. I keep everything organized though, right? Maybe I won't have to admit, if I keep everything organized, how much you are affecting me or how much this relationship is affecting me. But yeah, like underneath that, I do like you a lot. I admire you and I'm trying to foster some level of independence. I do admire you and your confidence and the way that you are and the way that you carry yourself. I appreciate you so much. You are so beautiful to me. I feel like you're so put together. You don't need anyone to complete you. And somehow it just makes me value you so much. The way that you're always looking so put together, so beautiful. And I just want to admit to you that I don't look at you casually. When I look at you, I see someone who knows their worth. You know? Oops. Again, making everything worse. I keep poking at my feelings and just making it worse. You know, the hard part for me right now is that I don't know if we can figure this out together. I don't know if we are actually meeting each other where we need to. Sometimes it feels like, you know, we should be together, we should build something, but it just sometimes also feels like we're speaking different emotional languages or different languages altogether, or we're just waiting for the other person to make the move to something that is unspoken in the other one, you know, like we're just kind of like guess culturing around each other and trying to figure out what to do, but not really meeting each other's needs. That's kind of how it feels like we're just kind of guessing around at what the other one may need without really saying what we need. But I can't make the move to do anything differently. I just feel like I'm not able to do that. I don't know how to bridge that without feeling exposed, because like being exposed frightens me more than anything else right now. It frightens me more than just continuing to feel this bad for the rest of my life. And maybe that's an issue. It likely is an issue that I should deal with a therapist or something like that. And I should maybe contact a therapist to talk about this. It's maybe not a bad idea to do that. The truth is, I want harmony. You know, I'm frustrated, but I want harmony. I don't want games. I don't want guessing. I don't want to play this guess culture game. I don't want to pretend I don't care. I want something that feels natural, that is mutual, and that is peaceful. I feel like I deserve that and you deserve that. I don't want to fight for every inch of closeness. I want us to meet in the middle, to come together and just kind of try to resolve things. And if we can't, I don't know. I don't know if we can't. I don't know what's going to happen, but I wish we could resolve things. I wish we could have a more peaceful relationship. You know, like right now, I feel utterly out of balance though. Like, obviously, you're noticing that, obviously. I'm feeling so out of balance. I feel like such a mess. I'm impatient one moment, withdraw the next, bottle things up. I'm like, oh, I don't care, but I care so much. And yeah, like a part of me wants to reach out immediately. Another part of me tells me to stay silent and quiet, just like forget about it. I don't feel in any way emotionally settled. And because of that, I don't trust myself either. So here I stand. It's not a pleasant space to be in. So I guess I'll see what happens. I feel like that's just where I'm at right now. I will see what happens. I can imagine different futures, different outcomes. Wondering there's still a path that leads us back to each other, to a more peaceful relationship. I do wonder that. You know, I haven't stopped wondering about that. But like right now, I'm not in a state to like have a more clearer conversation. And that's also something that really powerfully pisses me off about myself right now, because I'm genuinely so emotionally off balance. I feel very triggered, and it's making me hard to know the right next step. It's really hard for me to know the right next step because of that. Because I just feel so unsettled. So this is what's happening with me. This is where I stand. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I said too much. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner now and feel sorry for myself. Is that's just what I've been doing recently. But don't tell anyone I've said that. Gosh, I can't with myself. I just can't with myself right now, and I'm sorry. You have to bear witness to this. I'm sorry that you spent 20 minutes of your time listening to me right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's the case. I wish you all the best, but at least I'm able to be transparent with you here in this format. At least this is something that can be true. I don't know what else to say. I'm just feeling very snarky. I'm feeling very salty. I'm just feeling like I'm not in a good enough space right now to have a talk. But I want this, like I want harmony again. Like I feel like I want to mess everything up, but I want this. I want harmony. I want stability. I want appreciation. I want a beautiful, peaceful relationship. That's what I want, but it's not present. It's not in me. It's not externally. It's not anywhere. So yeah, that's that. I'm just going to stop it here. Thank you for listening. I guess I don't know what to say. If you're compassionate towards me, I appreciate that immensely. Appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for your beautiful, pure heart. I really do appreciate you. I feel like you're such an amazing person. You're so understanding and so empathetic. How can I ever measure up to you, to someone like you? Fuck. Okay. Thank you. Group number 2? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so they just said, as leaving right now, that it was good to let this off their chest. So they really benefited from letting this off their chest. So let's comment on this a little bit, because something interesting happened, because the candle kind of like spilled out all over here. So yeah, the wax spilled all over the place. It definitely feels like, you know, your person's emotions are literally overflowing. The energy that they're feeling cannot stay contained, with Temperance reversed. You know, they're not feeling contained, they're not feeling measured, they're not feeling like they're in harmony or in peace right now. So yeah, the energy is like spilling all over, and they feel like they're feeling a lot of heat. Their emotions are moving as well, from being tightly controlled to becoming more visible. So that's like the very positive impact of this. And another thing that is interesting is that I was called to like blow out the candle as I was channeling your person. So what I'm getting from that, like what I'm hearing from that intuitively, is that they don't want to bring more heat to the situation because they are already emotionally overwhelmed. So they are wanting to be more cautious because they're currently in a great deal of emotional imbalance. Yeah. So what is happening literally is this person is going through a personal transformation right now. There is more happening internally than what they're outwardly expressing or willing to express. And they are starting to like kind of solidify in a new shape, in a new form, let's say, quote unquote. So symbolically speaking, you know, they are kind of in a metamorphosis right now. So that's what's happening for your person. There's a lot of chaos connected to that, a lot of instability. You know, even the cards here, they're kind of spread that we have is very messy. So I feel like that just like very clearly mirrors the state of your person's energy right now. And also what's very clear is that what has been kept inside can no longer stay perfectly contained, as said. So that's like the main thing. So yeah, what we have is overflowing emotion, thoughts spilling beyond control. We have emotional pain that doesn't stay hidden, and we have imbalance, difficulty containing emotions, and things just like not mixing in their lives smoothly. There could be a lot of just instability, imbalances overall, and things not coming together cleanly. So yeah, that's what's going on here for your person right now. Yeah. Gosh, I hope this reading helps you. I really do. We do have Sagittarius energy. We have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energies here. And then, of course, Taurus, Libra, and Aries over here. So yeah, you guys really hope this reading makes sense and helps you understand things better, and just it helps you have more clarity about the situation, what's going on in this person's life. If you feel like tuning in or sharing something about your situation, you can tune in the comments below, or you can message me privately as well through my email. It's listed in the description box in case you would want to tune into something. So you're welcome to tune in always. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to tune out now for this reading and turn into the extended 18+ reading on Patreon. So we're tuning into their 18+ most recent thoughts and uncensored, erotic, sexual channeled messages. In case you want to tune into that, the link to Patreon is down below. Thank you so much for joining. If this resonated, let me know in the comments. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can book one through Etsy or Ko-fi. All the links are down below. On Ko-fi, I also have channeled readings available. So if you want your own channeled reading from your person's first-person perspective, you can tune into that or book that with me. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Really deeply hope the reading helps you. I hope it gives you some clarity or some type of understanding at least. So yeah, thank you for being here, and thank you for liking, thank you for sharing and subscribing to this channel. It really helps the channel out. Send you guys so much love and blessings, and I will talk to you again in future readings whenever you feel inspired to connect. Bye. Namaste. Hello, my dear group number 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys have picked the Romanticism card with the Neptune symbol over here. So let's get into your reading and see what wants to show up with regards to the topic of their most recent thoughts and channeled messages from their first person point of view. There is also an extended 18 plus tarot reading connected to this one if you want to tune into that. In the 18 plus reading, we're tuning into your person's 18 plus, so adult, uncensored, most recent thoughts and sexual channeled messages. The link is down below to Patreon if you want to tune into that reading. It can also be listened to on its own, so if you would just prefer an 18 plus check-in, you can also do that in case you are feeling guided towards that. All right, so let's see what wants to show up for you guys today for today's reading. So we're going to start off with the most recent thoughts, and then we're going to get into channeled messages from your person's first person perspective. So the first vibe I'm getting with Romanticism, with Neptune, is just romantic thoughts in general. This person having a lot of desire to just kind of hang out, to spend time with you romantically. It's around a dinner date or around candles, staring into the sunset or sunrise together, spending time near the ocean together. So this person's energy is definitely oriented towards some aspect of idealization. So they are to a degree idealizing you. They are likely having, for some of you, a lot of dreams about you recently that they're ruminating on, and even experiencing a lot of emotional longing. They're feeling a great deal of connection, a deep imagination connecting them to you through their fantasies, through their daydreams, and also a subtle spiritual emotional current connecting the two of you. So with Romanticism, this does suggest that the person on your mind is likely viewing the connection, at least to some degree, through an emotional idealized lens. So this person could be reminiscing things about the past. They could be imagining possibilities with you that are more idealized, that are them just looking at the connection through rose-colored glasses, very childlike manner. So they could be reminiscing, imagining possibilities, and just appreciating beauty and the connection. More than anything, they are likely focusing on what could be rather than what is the actual reality of the situation. So this person is likely quite sentimental, even when it comes to their thoughts about you recently. They're quite sentimental. They are feeling a heartfelt connection to you. The Neptune energy is obviously deepening that to dreams, reality, to dreams, fantasy, not reality. The dreams, compassion, fantasy, spirituality, also sometimes confusion or illusion. So this person could be feeling like a soulful, transcendent connection with you, but also they are experiencing uncertainty about reality versus hope. They feel a connection to you that goes beyond logic, in their opinion. And they're thinking more about the possibilities and the emotions surrounding you guys than actually like really attending to the reality of the situation. They're more so focused on the possibilities of what could be. they're drawn in by intuition and feeling towards you, especially through dreams as well. So any dreams that they may have about you, those stay with them throughout the day and they influence this person quite deeply. Sorry about any noises outside. Someone just was really wild with their car. So let's see what else wants to pop up. Let's draw a few cards for you with regards to their most recent thoughts. What's going on here? How can we deepen this? What do we have? We have the Eight of Cups. So this person's thinking about walking away from some things that no longer serve them. There's a sense of like a pilgrim energy here with the Eight of Cups. Let's see what else. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Big emotion. And also appreciation for your beauty is here. Let's see one more. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. It's showing up in the reverse position though. So that's very lovely. Then we have on the bottom the Nine of Swords. So there could be some anxiety here as well. Sleepless nights influencing this person. Okay, let's see now. What wants to, oh my gosh, what wants to show up? What wants to be talked about? Things aren't really like very nicely positioned, but we're going to have to make do with what is. So this person's thoughts for sure right now or recently are about them thinking about what they need to step away from. So they're thinking about stepping away from something that is emotionally unsatisfying to them, or taking time to reflect on what they should be doing, where they should be heading towards in their life. The Eight of Cups here doesn't necessarily mean them giving up on something or giving up on the connection, or if there's anything else that's really significant to this person right now, this doesn't mean them giving up on that. More than that, it just means them searching for deeper emotional truths. So they are likely searching for a deeper emotional truth when it comes to you as well. But I feel like there's a very introspective energy to this person overall. They're doing all this on their own. They are not communicating with you or to you about any of this that they're thinking. It just feels like it's very internal energy, like something that they're processing, working through on their own with themselves. Despite some withdrawal or any withdrawal that may be the case for your connection with the Ace of Cups here, there is openness to new emotional experiences with you as well. Symbolically, like I feel like the Ace of Cups here just represents hope and affection, reconciliation, again, that energy of compassion we already had over here, and just a sense of a desire of beginning to see things more clearly or with more emotional clarity. I feel like this person's attention may turn to someone like you to see your nurturing qualities, how dependable you are, how grounded you are, how emotionally safe you are to them. I feel like this person is thinking about stability with you and comfort and long-term well-being in this relationship. And also, like with the Nine of Wands reversed, I feel like they are thinking about not being as guarded anymore. They're thinking about maybe opening up a bit more. They're tired of keeping it all to themselves, for sure. So they could be contemplating or lowering their defenses, or feeling just extra exhausted by carrying emotional burdens and just like ruminating about things, about the two of you over and over and over again. I feel like their feelings are overwhelmed. They're not sure how much effort to invest in your relationship. Now, the bottom deck energy is the energy of anxiety. So they're spending a lot of time also worrying, overthinking. There may be like thinking that something terrible is going to happen, or that things aren't going to lead to a good ending between the two of you. There's just a sense of things, yeah, like things not leading necessarily where they want them to be going. So there's just a sense of confusion here. This person is experiencing anxiety, I said, confusion and mental stress, which is likely influencing how they are processing emotions right now. They could also be running into idealized versions of your connection so as to combat the anxiety or the worry that they're likely feeling. But yeah, like what they're doing is they're trying to understand what truly fulfills them emotionally. Even through fantasizing, even through idealizing, they're trying to do that. And a part of them really wants a fresh start and a sense of peace with you. And they are recognizing that they have been carrying stress and emotional fatigue for a really long time. So they're thinking about what feels safe, what type of safety should they be aligning with, and what is safe and genuine, even though their mind like still circles around worries. They return to you though in their mind, like as a safe haven, you know. So that's super interesting, right? So whenever they struggle or have difficulty understanding something, they return to you in their mind as someone who represents this safety to them. Even in them just like considering fantasies, daydreams of you, it gives them a sense of safety in your dynamic, in your connection. We do have Pisces energy here, and also Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn energies. So they're feeling like you really ground them. Thinking about you, thinking about being with you or being connected to you grounds this person, makes them feel safer, comfortable in their everyday life, especially with dealings with some difficult situations. So let's see what wants to show up for you guys now with regards to your person's channeled thoughts. So we're going to see what they want to talk about, starting with connecting to your person. So let's connect to your person. First of all, group number 3's person, please, Spirit. Okay, come through. Hey, like there's very like airy, like there's very airy, watery energy with which this person's approaching. Very kind of like fluid, like, you know, just, yeah, very fluid, very like they can fit into any mold, or they can make this connection fit into any mold. So let's see, what do they want to talk about? So group number 3's person, what do you want to talk about? We have the King of Cups. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy on the board. Let's see what else. What do you want to talk about? Group number 3's person, what do you want to talk about? What is on your mind right now? What is on your mind? We have the 8 of Swords reversed. That's lovely. Okay, what else? We have the 3 of Wands reversed. Let's see what else. Oopsies. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups in the upright position. Move this card over here. Let's take 1 or 2 more. Oh, we have the Chariot showing up. And 1 more card. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles now in the reversed position. That's interesting because we have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright and in the reversed position. So they maybe feel like it's difficult to whoopsie. It's difficult to approach you. It's difficult to get close to you, or it's difficult to manifest this comfort that they want to feel and that they do feel in their mind. It's maybe difficult to manifest it all. On the bottom, we have the Seven of Swords reversed. So this is just something to keep in mind as we're channeling. This person wants to be able to be more honest with you. They want to be more honest with you about where they're standing, about what's going on with them, more transparent. They've been keeping some things to themselves or just been preferring not to share everything. That's been happening for them, but they are wanting to become more honest. They're starting to trust you more as well. Okie doke, so let's see what is on your person's mind, what they want to talk about. All right, so let's fully connect to them. So we're going to connect to their energy now. There's going to be a brief pause as I kind of like attune to their energy, and then I'm going to start speaking from their first person perspective, and we're just going to see how all that flows and how it goes. So let's connect to your person. So group number 3's person, connecting to them fully. It's like it's such a dreamy quality. It's like it's so difficult to even say things from their perspective, just commenting on the energy. Like it's like when I connect to them right now, it's just like it's like I'm overwhelmed by like this dreamy, fluid quality without words. Like there is no verbal component to their experience. It's quite interesting. So yeah, let's see what they wanna say. Group number 3's person, please. Welcome. Okay. I've been looking at you. I've been thinking about you. I've been keeping myself contained and also busy not to reveal too much. I've been keeping myself more in control recently as well, out of respect for the whole situation. I've been very good, I think, at containing my fantasies, my ideals, my just desires. I've been feeling quite a lot as well. I want to appear very composed in front of you though. Like that's something that I want you to know. I want to appear very composed, mature, like I have it together in front of you. There's a lot more kind of moving inside of me always, a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts, but I don't really let anyone see that. I don't feel comfortable revealing that. Something recently has shifted in me where I don't want to be held down as much by my own mental loops anymore. You know, I don't want to feel bad about things. I don't want to keep ruminating as much. I'm starting to realize that some of the walls I thought were keeping me safe are walls, or were just walls that I have built myself. You know, it just doesn't make sense anymore to keep them now that I know they're there. They served a purpose previously, but now I just don't see the purpose anymore. And like what I'm realizing also is I don't have all the answers, and I'm also like looking for scraps and scraping around, trying to figure out where I want to stand. I don't want fear though, you know, I don't want fear to keep deciding things for me ever or anymore. And I'm wanting to like break free, you know, I'm wanting to be more free. I want to be more spontaneous, more like, whew, I want to do things. I want to live life. And like, I am hoping I could live life with you more, you know? In whatever way you may want to do that, or if not, that's okay as well. At the same time, like, I want to be honest, like, I don't know where this is going. And that's the honest part. I don't know where our relationship is going. I don't have a clear picture of the future anymore. Any plans I've had about my future, or the things that I just thought I would be doing, they don't fit anymore. They don't feel as certain for me anymore. And like, I really haven't shared this with a lot of people, and I feel more comfy sharing this with you though. I don't know like what the future holds for me anymore. I don't feel certain about my future. It just feels very open-ended. I feel like I don't want to do things or keep doing things the way that I've been doing them either. And I want to try to do things differently, but I don't know how. So any plans I thought I had, they don't feel as certain anymore. And like, because of that, I'm hesitating a bit more. I am delaying a bit more. I feel like I'm also standing still because I don't really know what direction would actually lead me to happiness. And I feel like that's just such a good insight to have. And it's frustrating also, it's frustrating feeling like I'm waiting for clarity and that just doesn't come to me easily or doesn't come at all. So I just don't know what I'm doing, It's not something that I'm really like having a problem with though, but I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow for now. I guess that's enough for now. And also when I think about what I genuinely want, it isn't really complicated, Like, what I want is peace. I want peace. I want emotional fulfillment. I want my life to feel good living, I want to feel good living. I want to smile without pretending. I want to be honest. I want to be me. I want to be authentic. That's what I want to be. I want to feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be always in my life, instead of constantly wondering what I'm missing. Like, that's kind of like the space that I want to get myself to. And a part of me still imagines that happiness may include you. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure in what way exactly it's going to include you or may include you, but I can't help but wonder, how would you potentially fit into the picture? I don't want to make assumptions about what you may want or what you may want to do with me or not want to do with me. Maybe you don't want to do anything with me, and that's okay. But, I can't help but wonder and have like these thoughts about, what is possible? What's even possible here? I want to wonder. I know eventually I'm going to have to choose a direction as well, like, instead of just kind of like thinking about it or ruminating about possibilities. For now, I do feel like it's quite okay. It's okay-ish to where I'm at. It's not perfect, but it's okay-ish. It's good enough, It's also true that something in me wants movement right now. I want to like stop letting circumstances drive my life. I want to take action. I want to be daring, but I don't fucking know where I'm going to. So like, what am I being daring towards? I don't know. I want to take the reins though, like instead of feeling like life is happening to me, but I also don't know what I am building towards. So that's something that's been going on for me. You know, and like the hard part of all this is just that I'm still trying to get my own world together. I'm still trying to make sense of my world and what I want and where I want to be going and what I want to be doing, and just like have greater clarity and certainty around it. You know, that's mainly the case. And just like also have clarity about love and relationships and what you mean to me and what type of relationships we have. You know, that's something that I've been wanting to understand. One more thing that I've been considering is that sometimes I don't feel as stable as I look. Like, and that may come as a surprise to you or not at all. And like, I don't know what's going on in your little head. I feel like you are more perceptive than I give you credit, possibly, you know. So that's fun. I really do like you. But yeah, so what was I saying? I completely forgot what I was saying. I was telling you that sometimes I don't feel as contained or stable. And yeah, like you may notice. I feel like you do notice, or you know. You feel like the person who would know. You are the type of person who would know. Yeah, like, you know, I question stuff. I question whether I have enough to offer emotionally, practically, romantically, whether I'm good enough, whether my body is satisfactory as well. You know, like I wonder that, like, is my body sexy enough? Am I good looking enough to have you or to have someone else? You can't help but wonder that. Am I enough? Can I really show up the way that someone deserves? You know, the way that you may deserve. You know, I don't think I can show up as you deserve though. Like, I don't think I'm good enough for you, honestly, the way that I am right now. Like, I can improve and I'm working on improvement, but right now I don't think I'm good enough for you. That's my opinion. I don't think I'm bodily good enough for you. Like, and there are moments also when I don't even feel grounded in myself, you know, and that's, I feel like, the issue, because that's what messes me up the most, where I don't feel stable, grounded within myself, where I just end up going with my mind, going with the flow, going with the vibes, going with the emotions, and don't really consider where I'm going. And I feel like that type of instability is just like not healthy in a relationship, or even in my own life and in my relationship to myself. It's difficult to nurture a relationship though in that state as well. It's difficult to nurture someone else when I'm still trying to figure out how I can nurture myself, or how I can stay grounded in my own body. And there's one more thing that I haven't been sharing with other people. You know, I've not been sharing that I've been feeling anxious about my future and about not knowing where the future is going. Like, things are very open-ended for me right now, and I do love the freedom, but I don't really know where I'm going, and that kind of uncertainty is unpleasant to me. I've been carrying more anxiety because of that, and I haven't really been sharing that with others or telling other people that I've been having this difficulty. Yeah, like there have been moments where walking away from things just felt easier than facing what I was feeling. But I don't want to be that person anymore. Don't want to do that anymore, you know? I don't want to be unfair in that way, like either if it's towards you or towards anyone else in my life, or even if it's towards myself. I don't want to keep walking away from my own feelings. I want to be able to face them and see them and like choose what's best, what's healthy. I want to choose more healthy actions in my life. And my heart, like my beautiful little heart, it still wants something more. I can't ignore that my heart longs for something real, something more, something solid, something that I fantasize about, something that I dream about. When I think of stability and comfort, your energy, you keep resurfacing, you keep surfacing for me. You are someone who feels so very much like home to me. It's quite insane how much you feel like home to me, honestly. And like for real, I'm tired of being so guarded, you know, I'm tired on holding back or not being as honest as I want to be. I'm tired of believing I have to protect myself from stuff, from disappointment, because that type of living is such a disappointment in itself. And I've like only recently realized this, and that's interesting also, isn't it? Like that's something that I've recently realized about myself, about what I've been doing. Like I've been keeping myself from disappointment and keeping myself guarded, but in that I have been living such a boring life, at least emotionally, like in not allowing other people to really know me. And yeah, like the case is, I don't know exactly how this ends or how this relationship goes or where things move next for us. You know, I don't know where things are headed. And I guess that's fine to a degree. It's still frustrating to me. And I can't promise you certainty because obviously I don't have certainty myself. And what makes me laugh about myself is that I've imagined saying something. I've imagined saying nothing at all, you know. I've imagined moving on. I've imagined what would happen if I reached out. You know, like my mind is like my safest place and my prison all at the same time. And I find that hilarious. I don't want to take away my freedom. And I don't want to avoid my feelings. And I also I want to say that there were times, and there are times I thought distance would solve things. You know, I told myself that if I focused on other things, if I had enough time, things would maybe go away, or it would make me quieter, my emotions quieter, my mind quieter. And, you know, like sometimes it helped and sometimes it didn't, and sometimes it just stayed the same. So, like, some feelings just don't disappear, is what I've found through that. So I'm just thinking, why not face things more clearly? Why not deal with discomfort a bit? I don't want to hide, you know? I don't want to hide from myself or from anyone else. Like the truth is, I'm trying to, or I have been trying to become someone I can respect. Someone who doesn't run away every time emotions become inconvenient or the situation becomes inconvenient. I want to be someone who chooses what to do instead of reacting to what is present around me. You know, that's someone who I think I want to be, and someone who I think I would respect as well. Like some nights my mind doesn't stop and I replay my mistakes as well, which you will know aren't few. I messed up quite often. And I do wonder if opportunities have already passed me by. And again, like I'm back at square zero where I'm like, what the fuck am I even doing with my life? But then like hope emerges, and hope for possibilities and a future, and maybe things aren't so bad, and yeah, and keep hoping that things will turn out the way that they're meant to, even if I don't know everything right now. So that's kind of where I'm at. Gosh, I don't know what I'm even saying, and if any of this makes sense to you right now. Like I honestly don't know if you're really like understanding what I'm saying as well. You know, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things that I obviously don't know. I don't know how to stop letting fear make my decisions on occasion, how to stop avoiding getting hurt. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if our paths are meant to cross again. I don't want to meet you as someone who is still imprisoned in their own little mind, in their own little doubts. I want to meet you as someone who's finally learned something and is able to be emotionally open and fucking courageous. You know, that's who I want to be. But like, how do I get there? I don't have the vision. I don't have the clarity. Where do I start? What do I do? How do I move this forward? How do I move this fucking ship forward? I don't know. Like, that's my struggle. It's all foggy for me. How I should be moving, where I should be going. It's all kind of like foggy, messy, and I don't know. So yeah, that's it. That's my sharing. Gosh, I'm cringing because I don't know, like, is this even meaningful to you right now? Have I just talked out of my ass to you? But I've expressed something at least, so I guess there's that. Yeah, there's that. Like, I don't want to live inside my head, inside my little made up reality. I do want to like be more in the physical world as well. I want to live more. I don't know, but I don't know what I'm doing. And I know like this is probably not helping you at all, and I'm not sure why it would. Like, you're just hearing my perspective, and that's okay, like, you know. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So that's where I'm going to finish this off. Like, gosh, I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So I hope that helps you understand me better. I am a mess. Like, honestly, I am a mess. So that's how it is. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not sure why you are wanting to be so associated with me. Like, you're so amazing, you're so lovely, but I'm a little bit of a mess. So it is lovely to have you like me. Maybe if you do like me, I like that. I hope you like me. But yeah, I'm a messy person. I'm a mess. I don't know what I'm doing, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's where I'm at. Gosh, I'm just going to log off because I am cringing at myself so hard right now. I hope you're well, though. I hope you're doing better than I am, because I'm so lost right now and I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of funny, and I can't help but just like laugh at myself, you know? Yeah. So like 3 cheers to me moving forward in some way, shape, or form through this foggy forest of mine, this foggy head of mine. 3 cheers for me. Wish me good luck, and hopefully we see each other soon. Yeah. Bye. Okay, jokes. What was that? Group number 3, that's been your channeling. So that's been interesting. I hope, like, I'm not sure, honestly. But yeah, that's what came through from your person. Thank you, group number 3's person. They're like, anytime. I just been saying anything that came to my head. So yeah. So that's been the channeling. Don't even know where to start or how to sum up. I guess some things that I want to say are this person is moving from fear to freedom. They're wanting to move from withdrawal towards opening their heart, from guardedness towards deeper vulnerability, deeper sharing, which is again like such an alignment to this Seven of Swords that we have bottom deck. And they're moving from uncertainty to some more intentional action, even though they have absolutely no idea what they're doing and where they're headed towards. But there does feel like there's an emotional shift here this person's experiencing. So there's an emotional shift from like internal struggle and hesitation towards greater openness and emotional maturity, like a desire to move forward is like sparkling, even while insecurity and uncertainty hasn't like really disappeared or resolved for this person. So yeah, that's that. This is where they're at. That's what I'm tuning into today for you guys. So I hope this helps. Hope the reading gives you more clarity about your situation with this person. Hope it maybe explains some things as well. Does feel like this person like very watery. They may have like a Mercury sign that's very watery, or like in Pisces even, you know, there's just this sense of things kind of flowing for them. They jump from one thing to the other. There's a little bit of an ADHD vibe to this person as well, or ADD vibe, you know, there is a bit of that I felt into when I was just like talking from their perspective, because there was like one topic and then jump to another topic and jump to another topic, and no, it's just like very messy jumping around, not really following a very linear format of speaking. So that's what I've noticed. There are deep feelings here for you. This person has, and I guess forgot to talk about. There are deeper feelings, yeah. They just kind of like brushed past that in the channeling. That's interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. This is where I'm going to finish this off for you guys today. And we're moving this to the extended 18 plus reading now. So we're tuning into their 18 plus most recent thoughts and sexual channeled messages from their first person perspective. So if you want to join us over there on Patreon, the link to Patreon is down below. Yeah, would be happy to see you there if you want to join. If not, thank you so much for joining. If this resonated, let me know in the comments. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tarot insights. In case you want to book a personal reading, you can book one through Etsy or Ko-fi. All the links are down below as well. On Ko-fi, I have channeled readings available if you want to tune into your person's first person perspective, you know, specifically for your own situation, and ask questions that we can then channel their response to. If you're interested in that, the links are all down below to personal readings. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. See you again in the next video, or see you on Patreon right now if you want to join us for a more spicy, uncensored version of the reading. Have a lovely rest of the day. Bye. Namaste.